Welcome to back my channel Coin Worth Million. This channel is a special place where every video brings you new knowledge, entertainment, and exciting experiences. Here Coins Worth you will find informative content, engaging stories, and everything that sparks your curiosity. Our goal is to make every moment enjoyable, help you learn something new, and be a part of this growing family. So join us and start this wonderful journey today. The 1978 Canada 5-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II represents one of the most historically rich, culturally symbolic, and technologically transitional small denomination coins in the history of Canadian numismatics, as it embodies the artistic legacy of the mid-20th century monarchic portrait tradition, the industrial identity of Canada as a global leader in nickel production, the economic conditions of the late 1970s, and the meticulous craftsmanship of the Royal Canadian Mint. The obverse of the coin displays the second definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the renowned British sculptor Arnold Machin, whose portrayal from 1965 to 1989 became iconic across Canada, the United Kingdom, and other Commonwealth nations. This portrait shows the Queen wearing a tiara, facing right, with refined, elegant, and youthful features that symbolized stability, continuity, and modern monarchy during a time of political evolution and global changes. The reverse of the 1978 5-cent coin features the famous Beaver on a log design introduced in 1937 by G.E. Kruger-Gray, a design that is now deeply embedded in Canadian cultural identity, for the Beaver is not merely a national symbol but an emblem of engineering, diligence, natural heritage, and historical economic foundations, as the beaver fur trade played a significant role in Canada's early development, making the animal an ideal representation of both Canada's wilderness and its industrious spirit. The coin's composition in 1978 was pure nickel, making it part of the long era, from the 1920s until the early 1980s, when Canada minted its 5-cent coins in nickel rather than in the copper-based compositions used by many other nations. This choice was intentional, as Canada was among the world's largest producers of nickel, especially in regions such as Sudbury, Ontario, and minting coins from domestically mined metal allowed the government to support local industries while ensuring durability, corrosion resistance, and distinctive magnetic properties, which today help collectors easily test authenticity using a simple magnet. The 1978 coin weighs approximately 4.54 grams, has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, a thickness around 1.76 millimeters, and a fully smooth plain edge, all standard dimensions for Canadian 5-cent coins of that era. The Royal Canadian Mint produced over 134 million such coins in 1978, making it a common circulation issue, although high-grade uncirculated examples remain desirable among collectors, particularly when found with full mint luster, sharp strike details, minimal bag marks, and intact fields free from scratches or spotting. The economic background of 1978 is essential to understanding this coin's historical value. Canada, like many Western nations, was dealing with inflation pressures, global metal price instability, the aftermath of the 1973 oil crisis, and significant shifts in industrial strategy, yet the government maintained nickel coinage to ensure monetary consistency and support the mining economy. Technologically, the Royal Canadian Mint during this period was enhancing minting precision through improved planchette preparation, stronger striking presses, and refined die-making processes, which means some 1978 coins exhibit exceptionally crisp details on the beaver's fur, the log texture, and the Queen's portrait. But naturally, due to massive circulation, many examples became worn, with smooth surfaces, faded details, or discoloration resulting from everyday use. The coin's reverse design holds cultural significance beyond aesthetics, for the beaver has been central to Canada's identity since the fur trade era, and its symbolic meaning, industry, structure, teamwork, and environmental harmony, makes the 5-cent coin much more than a monetary instrument. Collectors also study this issue for potential mint errors, such as die cracks, die chips often seen around lettering, off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, rotated dies, and misaligned dies, all of which, though not extremely common for 1978, can significantly increase value depending on severity and uniqueness. As for grading, typical circulated specimens fall into VG, F, VF, or XF, while O and mint state examples fetch higher premiums. especially those with deep mirror-like fields PL or proof-like, are sharply frosted devices, often found in mint sets. Although the 1978 5-cent coin is generally not rare, its significance lies in its position as a transition-era nickel coin, because only a few years later Canada began shifting away from pure nickel compositions toward multi-ply plated steel, meaning that coins like the 1978 edition capture the end of an important metallurgical era in Canadian currency. Its longevity in circulation also demonstrates the durability of nickel coinage, with many examples still found in circulation decades later, showing little corrosion thanks to the metal's natural resilience. Numismatically, the coin offers multiple layers of interest. It represents a stable period in Queen Elizabeth II's portrait evolution, a continuation of the beloved Beaver motif, a reflection of national industry, and a tangible snapshot of the 1970s Canadian economy. It bridges the artistic craftsmanship of the Machin portrait with the technical precision of mid-20th century minting, and it symbolizes the natural beauty and hard-working values associated with Canada. For collectors assembling date sets, type sets, or complete Elizabeth II nickel sets, the 1978 issue is a foundational piece, and high-grade or error examples can be particularly satisfying additions. In essence, the 1978 5-cent coin is not just a piece of metal but a historically embedded artifact that tells a story of Canada's monarchy, wildlife, economy, industry, minting evolution, and national identity, all preserved within a small yet remarkably meaningful coin that has carried Canadian history through pockets, hands, cash drawers, and collector albums for nearly half a century.